Hey guys, what's up? This is Turner from DudesOfRandom, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the primitive data types. So in a code like this, you can store temporary data. So data can be expressed in many ways. So you can have strings. A string is basically just a set, or just a, let's just say a piece of text. So we could say here, so you say type string. We're going to give it a name. We're going to say hello YouTube. That's the name we assign to this string, which is, we're going to say it is, so what is in this string? In this string, we're going to say hello YouTube with exclamation mark. It doesn't matter what kind of characters you have inside the hello YouTube. Then, instead of having to type it here, so instead of, if we wanted to print twice hello YouTube, we would have to do this. Print ln, as far as we know so far, we would have to do this. And if so on, if you wanted to do it many times. But now, instead, you can just store the hello YouTube in a string called hello YouTube, and you can just, without the quotes, you can just put hello YouTube. So if you wanted to print something over and over again, and you didn't want to type it over and over again, you could just use the variable over and over again. So this variable string, because if it was a really long sentence, you wouldn't want to type it over and over again. So the other variable types that exist are integers. So no, let's start from the beginning. A byte. A byte is a number that can range. So here I'll comment it. Comments in Eclipse they don't matter. You can just use them to help you out. So a byte is data type ranging from it can be a number from -128 to 127 if I'm correct. Then there is a character. A character is just any letter, just one character. So then you have an let's see, integer. An integer can range from, if I'm correct, -1 or 2 to the power of 32 to, and then if I'm correct, 2 to the power of 31. Then you can have I'm correct, we're gonna go with long, which is just, so we're just gonna copy this, Control C, but then just double. So these are really long numbers, so you should not really, if you're just talking about numbers without decimal points, you should just be, so integer, I'm going to call it integer. So if you're just talking about integers, you should never need to use long. And there's also a float, which can be, which is just many more than that. So in the link, I'll have this in the description of this video, I'll have a link saying where I got this information, and it says there it's just unexpressible, that number, or it's just really big. So it's a really big number, giant number. And then we also have a double. A double is a number with decimal, and also they don't know how big that is either. It's just, well, they do probably, but it's just really big. Okay, well, don't worry about not getting enough spaces. And then there's also a boolean. A boolean can only be true or false. So you use these in if-else statements, which we'll talk about in the new videos. So just a quick usage. So you could also, if you had an integer is new, or no, is, let's say 8. If you wanted to print out 8, we could just do this. We could say, whoops, integer. So here, when we run this code right now, we have hello YouTube twice, like it says here, and we have 8. But if we wanted to print out hello 8 or hello YouTube 8 in one bit, but say you didn't know your number and you just wanted to combine the string and the integer, what you would just do is string. So you would just say we wanted to change the integers, or the hello YouTube string. Hello YouTube string is hello YouTube, so what is already there, plus integer. This is what this string would look like. But we might hello YouTube exclamation mark, and now it would say 8, but we might want to have a space in between, so we just do another plus and we quotation mark space. Now we do system.out.println and we say hello YouTube. So here, this variable is first declared, so hello YouTube is declared here. So now this one is not going to say this, because first this is printed out as hello YouTube, and then we change it to hello YouTube 8. So it is changed after, so we're going to have, yeah, so it's going to look like, yep, okay, hello YouTube. For some reason, oh look, we can scroll up, hello YouTube 8, like our integer, hello YouTube space 8. So yeah, and you can go on like that. You can use a double, and there's booleans and longs and integers and characters and bytes. But normally you use integers, but say you, but so in this thing, I basically, the order of which these variables are placed now, and yeah, are by their size, if I'm correct, or about. A boolean is probably like one of the smallest. The bytes are really small. So if you're thinking data wise, and you think, normally when I use integers, I don't really care. I don't consider using bytes. But if you're thinking about space wise, you don't want to use too big data, then you probably use bytes if your integers aren't going to be bigger than 100, or if your number is not going to be bigger than 100. So you can think like that of how you want to use your code. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, goodbye.